What's up, Facebook, internet world? It's your boy Ajinga Carr, certified high performance coach. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, I was taking a little bit of time to myself because that's something I got to do in the morning in order to be able to get myself completely ready and ready to serve for the day. And so I just wanted to be able just to share a little bit of that time with you. Not an organized late night live, not whatever, but just dropping, you know, thoughts. It's so important for us to be really processing what it is that we're thinking of. So I want to show you something here as I'm huffing and puffing because I'm walking. But let me show you something here. You see all of these fall colors that are starting to pop out. Good morning, Emily. What's going on? Hope you're having a good day. See all these fall colors that are popping out. First of all, it's a beautiful day here in Memphis, Tennessee. It really, really is. Like, this is one of those Chamber of Commerce days that if you came in the fall was like my favorite time of year, really. What's your favorite season? Like, really? Mine was fall because fall always meant football for me. I played football, basketball, and baseball growing up, but it always meant football for me. And I always liked the crispness of these types of days and what it was that we needed to get done. Like it was like, all right, I wanted to get cold enough in high school so I could wear my Letterman jacket, even though in Arkansas, it really never got that cold. But, you want to wear it, be sweaty in the Letterman jacket, but I want to be able to wear it because it proves that you belong to something. And that is something that is so unbelievably important. Spring, not too hot, not too cold. See, I felt like spring and fall, Emily, are cousins anyway, honestly. They're like the same season, except for with me, with fall, you very rarely had tornadoes. See, in spring, you mess around and have a tornado. But you're Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, like me. So we get all four seasons every day pretty much during this time of year. So it'll be super cold. Like today, started out in the 50s. By the middle of the day, it's gonna be 85. By tonight, it'll be back in the 60s or 50s again. You know what I'm saying? So it is always an interesting time. But I think about this always in the place of frameworks. Because for me, frameworks are everything, okay? So what's a framework? A framework is an organized way that you do things. That's what it is. It's an organized way that you do things. So here's the thing about frameworks. Even if you don't have a framework, that is a framework. Let's say that again. Even if you don't have a framework, that is a framework. So not having of doing things is the same thing as having a framework, because the fact that you are not organized, then I gotta show you guys this. Look, when I was a kid, I was scary. There ain't no way, bro. First of all, it's a house all the way up a hill. Hold up. Let me stop stalking my neighbor here for a second. Let me talk to you, let this car go by so you can see that, okay? To be able to know with it and everything. But first of all, never would I. First of all, it's a house on the hill. Then this driveway up. Then all of this going on. Look, when I was a kid, I didn't ride with none of this stuff, so I wouldn't have did it. That wouldn't have been me, period. I'm gonna be frank. That ain't even me now. So like, even my son was like, let's go to that house. First of all, no trick-or-treating in the pandemic. But secondly, let's go to that house. Not the kid, not out. But anyway, the lack of I'm easily sidetracked. I'm like squirrel. I'm like squirrel. The lack of a framework is the same thing. Framework. So, if you want predictable results in your life, then you must have a framework that speaks to that. If you want a predictable result in your life, then you must have a framework. We must have a framework of how it is and what it is we're going to do. Think about it. If you want to lose weight, you must take in less calories than you burn. It doesn't matter, Dr. Ian, whoever, you know what I'm saying, paleo, whatever you're doing, still ultimately, basically, the basic science of it all is that you must take in less calories than you burn, okay? So we must set up a framework of how it is that we get to that level, how it is that we get there. Okay, so that means that in order to be able to perform highly, in order to be high performance in what it is that you do, you must set up a framework. Otherwise, life will take you through peaks and valleys. All right? I see people all the time, don't have money, but I always like waiting on a check. So they're waiting on a settlement check. They're waiting on this check. This thing happened. All that was a peak or a valley that was going on in their life. So you're waiting for this peak. And then what happens is that you get to the top of the peak. And next thing you know, it's down to a valley. But when we have frameworks or systems set up, now we have ways to levelize us when we are not, all right? So yeah, I hope this makes sense through the huffing and puffing I'm doing here, going up this hill. It might look like that I'm not doing nothing, but I am getting work on, all right? So look, you've got to understand that. You have to understand what you're doing as far as your framework. And here's the deal. If you don't have a framework, one will be assigned for you. Okay? So, if you're thinking about the next 30 days of your life, if you're thinking about how it is the next week of your life, if you're thinking about how today is going to be different, then what we have to put into place are frameworks. Big word, but it just means the structure of how you're doing your life. So one of the reasons why, for me, being in HR was really interesting, because HR is the structure of your business. But and it's the only way that your business can truly thrive. You might survive. Some of y'all might work for companies that have really bad policies, but the company is still not thriving at the way that it could, at the way that it could be serving the world, at the way that it could be doing. It's not thriving in that way because you don't have any structure. So it's the same thing in our life. We are just kind of bouncing around from good idea to good idea, from relationship to relationship, from whatever the next thing is to the next thing is, right? We're just kind of bouncing around. But what makes it different, what allows for you to be great, what allows for you to be able to create at the level it is that you want to create, frameworks. So look, fall's my season. I love fall, right? One thing I think about fall, though, is that winter is coming. Like when I was in football, you know, you get to these November games and it started getting cold. You start playing in the snow. In places like Arkansas, where only for us in high school, the last game of the year was always a snow game. So we have got to, you see all these beautiful, as I'm turned around, beautiful changes, all these beautiful colors, all these great things that are here, right? things are actually just a reminder that leaves are going to fall off of those trees. And that in a couple of months, I'll walk through here and nothing but branches just trying to survive. So in your business, you've got to prep and be ready for it in the same way. Okay. I hope that served you this morning. I hope that was something that gave to you. Like I said, I was just thinking, look, I got this amazing event coming up this weekend. It's virtual, so you don't even have to get on an airplane or anything like that. You just gotta sit down in front of a computer and be entertained and educated. Because look, we don't do boring stuff. We don't do boring around this camp. We really, really don't. So we are going to teach you step by step how it is that you develop something in your business. When you come out of it, you will have the steps to do it. You'll have the steps in order to be able to knock it out. You'll have the steps in order to be able to create, because that's what it is. I promise. Hold up one second. Every time I pass by this house, like seriously, there's no effing way. I mean, look, it's like you gotta go and this stuff, there's ghosts all flying and stuff like that, bro. Not the one. But anyway, like I said, easily distracted. Have to keep a focus on in order for me to get done what I need to get done. Okay? Look, be at this event. If you're in business, if you're making money in your business, who am I looking for? If you're making money in your business, you're making some money, but you don't have any time, or you're not making enough money, you got plenty of time. Usually it's one or the other. We have taught ourselves now that if we are making money, that we're supposed to be busy. That it's supposed to be like just going all the time. We taught ourselves that. We have taught ourselves. I don't know who taught us that, but we've taught ourselves that. And we've taught ourselves that if we're not making money, that we're just, it's just sitting around. We don't know what to do. There is a place in between where you are making money and also have the time that you want to where you can take care of yourself and also be able to have and afford the things you want in your life. That's what it's about. That's what it's about being limitless. Let's lock in. All right? I'll talk to you soon. We'll be on for Late Night Live tonight. Maybe I'll pop in another time today. Who knows? I'll talk to you soon. My name's Ojinka Carr.